The Japanese may be somehow dirty. Okay, let me explain. Gozaimasu, my name is Luis and I'm half Japanese. I spent partially my childhood in Japan and I'm living in Japan since 2022. Right now, I'm in a bath in a Japanese traditional house. And in Japan, it's more than just taking a bath. It's what we call ofuro no jikan, which literally means bath time. Even outside of family settings, among single Japanese people living alone, very few take only showers. According to a survey, only 18% do. So in Japan, bath time usually happens after dinner. When the kids are young, the whole family take baths at the same time. Yes, the Japanese view on nudity is a bit different. But honestly, at a certain point, it has to stop. Like 10% of middle school girls are still taking their baths with their dad. What? And 9.5% of high school girls take a bath with their dad. I had to bring this up because it's just so weird. Even me, half Japanese, can tell me whatever you want. It's weird. Anyway, in the rest of Japanese families, so 9 out of 10, once the kids are older, each person takes turns bathing. In old Japan, apparently there was even an order: dad, mom, then kids, from the oldest to the youngest. Nowadays, with everyone's different schedule, many households let anyone go whenever, or they decide by rock, paper, scissors. And believe me, in Japan, you really want to be the first one. Why? Because it is well known in Japan that the whole family is going to share the same bath water. And Japanese people will say, but we are showering before entering the bath. And that's true. In a Japanese bathroom, there is a shower area designed for washing thoroughly before entering the tub. So technically, there is nothing wrong here. Technically. Because while 97% of Japanese people rinse off before entering, half of them actually use soap or body wash. The other half just rinse with water quickly, then hop in. So there is no surprise that online, Japanese moms are complaining about this.
We are a family of 5 and I'm the last one to go and clean the bath. But when the kids do sports, the water smells really bad. I tell them to wash their body first, but I don't know if they actually do. I've got 3 middle schoolers, and even though they bathe daily, the bathtub stinks. I keep reminding them to wash beforehand, but it feels like a waste to change the hot water every day.
Excuse me, wait, what? I can accept the whole family sharing bath water once, but what about twice? But reusing it several days? Even when I was a little kid with my Japanese grandparents, I never did this. They weren't rich or anything, but still, come on, it's just bath water. They never reused bath water for like the next day or even the day after. And in 2022, 103 Japanese moms were asked this question.
How often do you reuse your bath water?
And are you ready for the answer? 71% said every day. Okay, no problem. 60% said once every 2 days. And 7% said once every 3 days. And 6% said more than 3 days. That means 29% of Japanese households reuse the bath water to the next day. Wow. And this isn't just a rare thing. 29%, it means it's quite common. But then I wonder, is it actually okay to keep the same water until the next day? Japanese bathtubs are clearly designed for it. But is it hygienically safe? Another Japanese study answers that too. In a 2-person household, the number of bacteria in the hot water before the bath was 40. I assume it's 40 per liter. Immediately after both people bathed, the bacteria count rose to 110. I think it's safe, it's not so much more. But after letting the water sit overnight, the bacteria count jumped to 250,000. And in households of 5 people, it was 1,002,000 bacteria per liter. And if we apply the same growth, by the 3rd day, you should be at 1,290,496,000,000 bacteria. Honestly, I feel like this is a one-piece bounty. They claim most of the bacteria they found live already on our skin, so it shouldn't be risky. But come on, just to save 66 yens, approximately 40 cents, just change your bath water. So this is number 1 about Japanese family rule, and I've got 5 more running. Let's go. Rule number 2. Late at night, a steady sound echoes. It's coming from a small house in a residential neighborhood of Tokyo. Inside, the sound doesn't stop. You venture deeper, and then you just see a woman cutting her nails. In Japan, you are not supposed to cut your nails at night. 夜に爪を切ると親の死に目に遭えない。Like maybe it will mean your parents will live longer. But no, it's the complete opposite. It means your own life will be cut short. That means you will die before your parents. Now, this isn't exactly a family rule, it's a superstition. But since I had never heard of it before, I wanted to share it with you. Personally, it doesn't match what I saw growing up with my grandparents. Actually, in Japan, it's pretty common to cut your nails at night. You usually do it just after bath because your nails are softer. So where does the superstition come from? Here are three possibilities. First one, linguistic theory. The word of night nails is yotsume, which sounds the same as yotsume, that can be read shortening life. So this could just be it. Second one, sensory association theory. When you are trimming your nail, it can fly off in random directions. Back in the days, people would cut nails near firelight, and if a nail landed in the fire, it would burn. And apparently, the smell of nail burning is similar to flesh burning. Third one, practical theory. Centuries ago in Japan, nighttime lighting was poor, and there were no modern nail clippers. People used small knives instead, and in the night using this kind of tool made it easy to slit and to cut off your finger. So maybe cutting nails at night was discouraged for safety reasons. By the way, Japanese superstitions are quite different from Western ones. The number 13. Japanese people don't really care, but 4 or 9, this is bad. Or maybe writing someone's name in red ink. Big no-no. Breaking a mirror? Okay, this is bad too. But they have to be really careful with their comms. And that comes from a myth. The story goes, Izanagi, fleeing from the underworld, threw the bamboo comb from his hair to slow down his pursuers. From the comb, bamboo shots sprang from the ground. His pursuers became obsessed with the idea of eating them. And in that way, Izanagi managed to escape from the underworld. Rule number 3. Pollenic season in Japan is no joke. It's considered a national issue. 42.5% of Japanese people are affected by it. Productivity drops in companies. Sales of medication skyrocket. And there is even a daily map of pollen density in every city. And the culprit is this guy, Sugi, or Japanese cedar. It was massively planted after World War II because it grows quickly and produces high-quality wood. But it also releases one of the most allergic pollen in the world. Clearly, modern-day Japanese people are paying the price. So naturally, Japanese households developed their own rules. Rule number 1, keep the air purifier always on. Okay, that one is not too hard. The Japanese company Sharp became widely successful with its plasma cluster ion tech, which neutralizes pollen and dust particles. But there is another rule. According to a Lixil, a Japanese company survey, there is 10% of households in Japan that apply it. So it's not everywhere, but it's not rare either. It's just 10%, but it still is 10%. The rule is remove pollen before and inside the entrance. So what does it mean? Taking off your coat, your hat, your maybe hoodie, and crucially, don't shake them. You will spread pollen everywhere, even onto your hair, and that's precisely what we want to avoid. Then, once inside the genkan, entryway, you strip down to your underwear and toss all your clothes straight into the wash. So basically the rule is when you want to fight pollen efficiently, it means you come back to your home and then get totally naked. Partially naked. Told you Japan pollen was no joke. Rule number 4. On June 17, 2011, the JA, Japan Agricultural Cooperatives, a national group of 694 regional cooperatives that handle agricultural products, conducted a survey. It found out that 97.9% of kids' bento in Japan were exclusively prepared by their mother. And if you include all the cases where she is partially involved, it goes up to 99.6%. And don't go thinking preparing a bento is an easy task. No. In Japan, sure, it could be. Because making a balanced meal in Japan is not time-consuming or difficult. But the real challenge of the bento is that it's not just about nutrition. It plays a social role too.
When I was in high school, my classmates made so much fun of me because of the bento my mom made that I ended up getting bullied and isolated for 2 years. I ate my lunch alone, hiding it under my desk. Sometimes the bento only had cod roe and ham, and that's how it got the nickname Pink Bento.
That is a testimony I found online about bento bullying. And I learned this way that it exists sometimes a competition between mothers to make the prettiest bento without spending 2 hours making it, of course. But bentos aren't just for kids. When it comes to the husband heading off to work, he usually buys his own lunch. But among those who do bring a bento, 74.4% have one prepared by their wife. Husbands are more likely to prepare their own bento than the kids. But in Japan, usually it's a wife's job. And actually, the bento can be a powerful means of communication in the couple. When the husband opens his bento box and sees this, I would say things are going very well in that couple. But when he sees this, something must have gone wrong. Just one umeboshi plum with only plain rice? And recently, I discovered even a scarier one. This one. The ratio of rice to umeboshi is completely reversed. Just looking at the picture, I can already taste the sourness on my tongue. So yes, it's pretty much always the mom who cooks. Rule number 5. Okay, after the first rule I told you, maybe you're questioning Japanese people hygiene. No, but I swear, the next rule is seriously important. It's the most commonly followed household rule in Japan. According to surveys, it's practiced in over a third of households, and I think the rest is just too humble to admit it. When you get home after going out, you wash your hands. It takes 15 seconds, no more. And some Japanese people take it a step further with ugai. Yes, I'm just telling ugai in Japanese because I don't know how you say it in English. With my grandparents, sometimes we used to call this gara gara pe. And let me explain to you why I call this gara gara pe. Gara gara pe. And this ugai is really completely normal in Japan. So this was it for the rule number 5, but just one little more thing. I just can't stand people lying down in their beds after going out with the same clothes in the place you sleep. Please tell me I'm not the only one. Rule number 6. Ladies, know this, your Japanese counterparts have been way more pragmatic. Tired of dealing with men who forget to put the toilet seat down? Or sick of finding pee splashing everywhere because he can't aim properly? Well, in Japan, they found the solution. In 1 of 5 households, men is obliged to sit down to pee. Number 1, number 2, you sit down! It ranks top 3 among households ruled in Japanese families. And surprise, 72.4% of the time, it was the woman who suggested this rule. Honestly, I find it really funny because it's real. I'm starting to do it naturally at home, and yeah, it's easier. I think among men is low-key some kind of taboo topic, but just tell me in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. I'm not so used to speaking in English in videos, so it's a real premiere for me. To support me, you can of course drop a like or subscribe, and just have to say, mata ne, see you next time.